So, are you in the process of creating your vision for the upcoming year? This is the perfect time to get a fresh start on the new year. Because when we start to get clear on our vision, and our vision is just what we visualize for the next year, what we visualize for our month, what we visualize for this season of our life, what we visualize for every day. It's just what we see in our mind. Our mind always sees in pictures. So just pay attention to the pictures that you see in your mind. That is your vision. That is your visualization. And our vision can be as simple as knowing what clothes we're going to put on in the morning. We can visualize our closet and we can visualize what we're going to be wearing for the day. It could be what we're going to cook for supper and what we're going to make for our next meal. We choose the items that are in our pantry, that are in our fridge, and we create something out of it. We can see that ahead of time. So our vision is just what we're creating in our mind. And when we intentionally start to create some of the experiences that we want to create in our life, some of the joy and the happiness that we want to be receiving, we can really start to see a pattern in how we go about creating a lot of this greatness in our life. And it all starts with thoughts in our mind. So whatever we're thinking about, we bring about, and what we focus on expands. So if we want to bring in more of the greatness, what do? We think more about it. So we really have to become aware of some of those limiting beliefs that we carry around in our mind, some of the stories that are there and they just play over and over again. And we have to become familiar with that movie that's playing in our mind. So awareness is key when we're creating our vision, and awareness is key when we start wanting to correct and change some of those thoughts that we carry around in our mind. So often we just have to stop and think about, okay, what am I thinking about? Right? What is that story that's going on in my mind? And we can quickly change it into something more positive, a more positive experience, a more positive affirmation. And that makes us feel better. It makes our energy a little bit higher. So when we start creating our vision, we want to stay in this high vibration, this high frequency, this positive mindset that helps us to create more, that helps us to create a different future in our life. And as we start to do this work, we get into a quiet space and we start to think about some of the things that we want in the different areas of our life. And when we start to do that, it's like a domino effect. One thought leads to another, which leads to another. And before you know it, we have this big, beautiful vision that we want to be creating and experiencing in our life. And sometimes it's a little bit scary, but most often it's really exciting to start creating this vision for our future inside of ourselves, something to look forward to, something that brings out the passion in us again, and something that really reinforces our purpose. And often our vision can just be to think more positive thoughts to get us out of that negative mindset. And so at this time of year, there's a lot of talk about vision. There's a lot of talk about New Year's resolutions, and we're creating this vision and it's big and it's beautiful and we can hardly wait to step into it. But you know what happens is probably 85% of us don't know what to do with it. And so we sit with it. We feel stuck. We feel scared. We don't know what to do. We don't know what our first step is. And so we just forget about it, allow those fears to overtake us, and we carry on with our old life, right? And sometimes we just have to have the courage to step forward in it. We have to have the courage to do things differently. We have to have the courage to take that first step. Otherwise, we just conform to the old. We conform to what we did yesterday. We conform to what other people think that we should be doing. So if we can just take the time after we create that vision to sit with that and think about our next step. I help people with this in my programs. It's just, what is the strategy? We can't have a vision and have no strategy. We have to have a plan to back it up. We have to have a plan to make that first step. And the smaller that we can make those first steps, the easier it's going to be to go forward, the more successful we're going to be in achieving that great big vision that we are so excited to start stepping into. So the smaller that we can make those goals at the very beginning, when we're first starting to step in, the easier it's going to be. So great big vision and small, tiny goals. That's the key to success. So big vision, small goals. That vision is always changing. It's always evolving, just like us. We're always changing. We're always transforming. We're always going to that next level in our vision, right? We're always striving for that next step. So hopefully this has helped you. If you need help with your vision, please reach out. I've got lots of courses and classes coming up in this new year, looking for a fresh start in 2025, and I can help you with that vision. I can help you create that strategy of goals and resources and tools and tips to keep you going and keep you motivated. Sticking to a vision and being consistent is challenging, right? We have to have a lot of courage. We have to be brave to step forward. So getting clear is our number one step, creating that big vision and then chunking it down into small goals. Hopefully this helps you, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.